Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick little demonstration for you with regard to bacteria and raw chicken and the sorts of things that entails with when you're preparing dishes in the kitchen and how best to clean them. So when I saw this demo at my first ever party that I attended, it blew my mind, and this grossed us out no end because what we found out is that the EnviroCloths are good at killing 99% of bacteria on the surface that you're cleaning it with it. And so what the lady did is what I'm going to do now. She took a piece of raw chicken and smeared it all over the counter. And so I'm going to do that now, and you'll be able to see the chicken juice because the light is shining just right behind me. And so you've seen that I've liberally spread it all over the counter. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how well this EnviroCloth that's damp with just water is going to clean up this mess. So the way that the EnviroCloth cleans is that it is so dense and thick, and the fibers are woven so tightly that they just are like a magnet for germs and for dust and for anything that you're cleaning. And so there's also the silver that's embedded in the cloth, and that will help to purify the cloth after you've rinsed it out and hung it to dry. But it doesn't actually kill the germs that you're cleaning. It's the density of the cloth. It's a mechanical pickup of all of the gross yuckies that are on your surface. The way that I'm going to test that the surface is clean is by using one of these little Pro Clean swabs after I wipe the surface. So what I've done, you might have noticed, I do it subconsciously now, you can have 8 cleaning surfaces with this one cloth if you fold it in half and then half again. And what you do is then you take the cloth flat so that there's no little surfaces that are missed, and you wipe the area that you've cleaned or that you want to clean. Just like that. You can see there's even a piece of chicken on there. And so I'm going to set it aside, but if I really wanted to, I could go and clean any other surface in the kitchen and not spread any of the germs around, as long as I take that little piece of chicken off of there. So I'll do that in a minute. But what I want to do is I want to show you this little swab here. So I'm going to break the solution into the swab and take it out, and you can see that if the surface is clean, it's going to remain green. So I'm going to swipe the spots that I just cleaned and put it back into the tester, and there's no change in the color of the swab. It stayed green, so there's no protein on there. I'm also going to move the cloth right over, and I'm going to test the spot on the cloth that I just used to clean. I'm going to make sure that any of that juice that I just cleaned up is completely in the cloth, so it doesn't show up in there as being protein either. So if I take this cloth over to a different area of the kitchen and say I've been baking over here and I've spilled something, or the kids have got a mess over on the counter, and I wipe and clean that area with the same exact cloth, and then take my swab and wipe it too. We'll see if there's any cross-contamination. And again, the swab comes out green. It's hard to see in this light. It's so bright and sunny out today, it's hard to see. Now you can see that it's green. So just to make sure that my swab is not telling us lies, I'm going to touch it to the chicken that I just used for my demo. And already I can see that the swab is starting to change. So let's dip it back in the solution, and we'll shake it for a few minutes here. So this cloth is so clean that not only did it not cross-contaminate to the other counter, and there's a little purple spot from the chemical that was on the swab. So as I'm talking, it's changing more and more purple. But I could use this cloth now to go and clean any other room in the house. So what that means is that I could even have used that cloth to clean the bathroom. And then if I was in a pinch, bring it out into the kitchen, rinse it out in the sink, and use it to clean the kitchen too. It's kind of a gross thought, but if there's not going to be cross-contamination from raw chicken, there's not going to be raw contamination from any other kind of protein substance, even urine from the bathroom. So usually what I do, this cloth was a green one. This is the one that I would use to clean my house with, and I usually color code my cloths. So blue would be for the bathroom, B, blue, bathroom. And so all of my cloths are color coded for where they're used. That way I, in my mind, know that I'm not cross-contaminating either. So when I've used this, I would wring it out in the hot water in the sink, and then I could hang it to dry, and it would be good to use again, because the silver would then purify it and make it ready to go. But if I've cleaned up a big spell of chicken, I would probably launder it. So you can see that this is completely purple now, and that the test was clean before I touched the chicken. So hopefully that answers any questions you might have, and let me know if you have any more. Thanks.